What's up, guys? Kool-Aid here, and today we have Sniping 101.2. This is just kind of a stuff I forgot or stuff that came up in the comments section a lot. I just want to address a few things there. So, first of all, we have scope, sway, and holding your breath. A lot of people, I guess, don't know that you can actually hold your breath to cancel out scope sway. It's a pretty common thing in modern first-person shooters. However, if you don't know, you can hold shift, and it will stop all scope sway for about 2 or 3 seconds. Now, if you don't shoot or if you don't take your finger off shift by that time, you will release your breath, I guess you could say, and the scope will start swaying really erratically for a few seconds, and you got to kind of wait for it to reset. I'll show you guys a fail of me doing that in here. But so what basically this means for you guys, or what you want to do, is not hold shift until you're about ready to press the trigger. If you see a moving target and you're waiting for them to stop before you shoot, don't try to hold shift and try to guess when they're going to stop. That's a lot of the time that's how I mess up. I'll try to pinpoint it so I can shoot them right when they stop. The best thing to do is just to wait till they stop, till you know you're going to be able to get the shot off, and then hold shift. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's a pretty easy feature, but something you're going to have to master if you plan on sniping at long range at all. Another thing that I saw come up in comments a few times is mouse sensitivity, and the reason I never put that in there is because to me that's completely personal preference. I know people that play it really high, and I know people that play it really low, or not really low, but fairly low, and are both really good, both awesome players. I personally play on really high for unscoped, and then zoomed in. This game does allow you to have multiple sensitivity settings, which is awesome. But my zoomed in setting or sensitivity is a lot lower than my unscoped, for obvious reasons. For unscoped, you want to be able to maneuver around, turn on people really quick. So that sensitivity is pretty high for me, but zoomed in is definitely a lot lower. I can't tell you my exact DPI or anything like that because I have kind of a weird combination between a mouse setting and in-game setting tweaked to how I want it. But really, that's just a personal preference thing. As long as you're not way too high or way too low, it's just something that you want to set to where you think you like it, and then get used to it. Don't change it around a lot. That's actually probably the worst thing. Find the setting that you like, stick to it, and kind of just get used to that setting. That's the best advice I can offer on that. So the last thing I want to address is which sniper rifle to use, because the LA-80 got nerfed, and I'm going to bring this up, talk about this a little bit. The best sniper rifles now for each faction are the long shot for the NC, the parallax for the VS, and the RAMS 50 for the TR. I apologize for anybody who bought the LA-80. Pretty much Sony screwed us over with this, because it was originally a bug, and it was a bug that gave the LA-80 too much bullet velocity, and they nerfed that back down to be on par with the SR7 and V10. Well, it's not a big deal that they nerfed it back down there. What they should have done, however, is not released the new bolt actions until they nerfed it. I recommended buying the LA-80 over the long shot, and now that kind of makes me feel like an asshole, because now I would recommend the long shot over the LA-80. No, there's not going to be a huge difference. The long shot, or the LA-80 is still going to be faster, but the long shot is going to have that little bit more bullet velocity, which is probably the biggest factor when it comes to sniping. So I want to apologize for anybody that did buy the LA-80. I kind of figured it was a bug, and I thought it might get fixed, but I didn't think Sony would release these guns and then do that right away, so I apologize. But yes, the parallax for the VS, the RAMS 50 for the TR, and the long shot for the NC are my recommendations when it comes to which bolt action to buy. And one other thing to note about the new sniper rifles, since they bumped up to 800 damage, now that will allow for, if you do get a body shot in close range, you can now pull out a Manticore or a mag shot and finish them off with one round from your pistol. You obviously have to be in really close pistol range before pistol damage drop off starts to take effect, but the option is there. If you're TR, it'll take 2 rounds from your repeater, but it's burst fire anyway, so you should be able to land 2 rounds about just as easy as we can land 1. So previously to this, the only weapon that could do it was the Rebel, because that's 250 max damage, so that, paired up with the 750 from the bolt actions. But since they bumped it up to 800, you can now get a one shot follow up kill with the mag shot and manticore. So that's just worthy of taking note of. And that's pretty much all I got. Again, if you guys enjoyed this or got something out of this, please give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.